Hello and welcome back, players of Legend, Glory. This is Golden Axe 3, brought to you by Ragga Rabbit Commentaries, and in this save state run, we are starting on the third stage of part 2, the Dim Jungle.
Are we gonna have alternate lighting effects in this level?
I think there are some fog effects in this level. They do a lot of little clues. I also like the music track in this level, very Sonic 3D Blast.
But Cloud, you're supposed to throw him behind you to put him into the corner so you can combo him easier.
I mean, these guys might as well be comboed as easily as humanly possible, because not only is one of them dead, they were both going to stand up in the same place, putting them in position to get hit at the same time.
So, did you actually find Kronos' dropkick, or are we just gonna see him do his jumping medium for the whole game?
Well, I mean, I've been doing dropkick for pretty much the entire game. It's one of the most consistent attacks because the AI is not as keen on blocking the jump attack as like the other attacks.
But Kronos has got an actual dropkick that is different from his jumping medium.
And he does also have a lunge. It depends on whether are you attacking on the ascent or are you attacking on the descent.
Okay.
Look at their little boots. They're so cute.
We got another Mecha Dragon.
Release them, evil Pearson!
I like that the upgraded Mechanosaur actually has a longer range attack. That is nice attention.
They jumped at me.
But it means you really want to focus on keeping it.
And so we have gotten an extra life for saving the prerequisite number of villagers.
Yay!
I suppose they figured by there being 2 villagers being there that two is the more appropriate number of players to go into this game. That versus solo mode.
Honestly, I'm not sure. I would say that 2 is more comfortable than 1 person, but then you got instances like what was it? Like TMNT 2, I think, made it so that if your allies could actually hurt each other. I know that Battletoads had a system where your allies could actually hurt each other, which made Battletoads multiplayer fucking impossible.
Yeah, thankfully there is no friendly fire in Golden Axe series. I remember that from playing Golden Axe 1 with my brother. But then Golden Axe 1, with no save states, and with people who just want to get on with it, is, well, it's not all it's cracked up to be. It takes a lot of practice.
Honestly, the big thing that I'm noticing is that these games are really fucking short with the save state steroid.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's because we're not getting hit, because getting hit and recovering takes time. Healing health takes time.
But even taking that into account, I mean that there's a really limited number of stages per run. Like Golden Axe 2 was, I think, 5 fucking stages.
No, Golden Axe 2 was 7 stages. Yeah. They're not terribly long. Also, let's not forget that the last 2 stages of Golden Axe 1 was the 7th stage, which was the actual, like, traverse the map and kill the enemies on the way, and then stage 8 was just the final boss.
Alright, we're choosing the down path.
Okay. What were you doing in there, you silly Billy? Get out of the barrel. Give me your loot and then go away now. Go away. Alright, we'll see you at the end of the stage, little buddy. Heart.
We found a healing item.
Now you were mentioning...
So that makes hearts and chunks of meat are healing items. Nice.
Yes. They did the Ocarina... They did the Legend of Zelda hearts, which was cool. Because the universe is rather similar. Except in Legend of Zelda series, there aren't as many humanoid enemies. Most of the enemies in that game are just minions, monsters, servants of Ganon. Uh-oh.
Okay. Some faster club enemies, and our first giant.
The giant, yes. He's attacking by himself.
A warhammer.
He's the king of the dim jungle.
But thankfully, since we have a Mechanosaur, we outrange him and can, you know, just sit on our Mechanosaur for the entire fight.
Yeah, that tongue attack is pretty useful on enemies that are by themselves, because as long as he's sticking his tongue out, it actually gives you a few extra seconds for the enemy to just walk into the attack, which is pretty convenient. It was a dark night when all of a sudden I realized my pants were gone. Gimme. Yeah, you better run.
Alright. So by going the lower path out of the dim jungle, I take it we're going to end up in a swamp.
We are going to the Bloody Streets, level 4.
Oh. Okay.
Decided to pass through the hamlet after crossing the river.
This is Riverside. This is not Bloody Streets. This is Riverside, very explicitly.
Down by the riverside.
We have been jump scared.
Ow. How dare you. Get ready with your claws when they try entering your Y, because they're not that fast. The only enemy that is really fast is going to be the final boss of the game. What's his name? It's not Dark Gold.
We don't even get his name. We don't even get his name this time, do we?
Yeah, but they really skipped. You had mentioned in the last part they had really skimped on the lore. I mean, we get it. We're on the quest to return the golden axe to the hands of the good versus the clutches of the wicked. Just get ready to beat him up. That's what we're here for.
Oh, Sonia's mace can actually extend out into a flail.
Yeah. You gotta watch out for those mace users. It's gonna be rather tricky, rather dodgy. Also won't to counterattacking. Ha! I did a reverse stick because I saw you go by, so I turned my body around and kicked in the opposite direction. Ha!
Alright, now we're up to the purple mace women's.
I think the reason why I jump kick these baddies a lot is if you just try claw striking them, they may counter by jumping and then also attacking with those swinging mace. Jump kick is your friend.
Yeah, but jump kick does such little damage in comparison to melee combo.
Well, you don't know that. Yeah, see, I tried just normal attacking and she countered it.
No, you tended to sweep when you were outside of her range.
Clever.
And she punished you for it.
Oh, she's coming.
All right, here we have the Silver Knight.
Silver Soldier, go! I'm going to block you with my shield. Aha! You've been blocked.
Yeah, but as we discovered whilst we were fighting the Emerald Knight, you realistically can't charge attack the knights.
Not all the time. Sometimes they will attack, which will open them up because their sword can't swing fast enough if you try lunging at them, or they will block the hit and just give you another chance at hitting them. Ow! Or that will happen, where I actually dove right into his attack. Yeah, come on. Get over here, little soldier man. Yeah. Kitty's got claws.
So, is he specifically vulnerable to throws?
I would think so, because his block is good against incoming strikes, but not, he was eating a piece of meat. And then he dropped the piece of meat. That's a good touch right there. So, the soldier, yeah, you do want to grab them, bite them, and then kick them away. That's the ideal, because the sword swing is a little slow. They're not going to raise the shield against the grab. Then you have to simply position yourself in order to grab them. Coolest. Gnomes.
And now we get to collect all of our magic that we just spent again.
Oh yeah,
on this we can land our sweeps.
On the subject of this game being a little easier than the previous Golden Axe games, they give you a lot of health in this game. The gnomes appear very frequently throughout the levels, so you can enjoy having full magic meter very often, you will enjoy having lots of health very often, and of course, because we're doing a save state run, that also is going to be combined with a low probability of saving a run in which we actually get hit.
So that's a third aerial attack that we've seen. We've got the jumping medium, we've got the jumping heavy, and we've got the dive kick.
Yeah, I'm just so used to timing the descending kick that becomes my go-to attack. I mean, I'd like to think that Kronos has got the fastest of the dash attacks, which I just executed there because, of course, he's a fucking panther. That would be the more advantageous attack to use among the different choices. Now,
go up, yay!
Among choices, you must choose once again. Back from lunch break.
To jump spear us, but we walked away from him.
Yeah. Please help me, thank you, bye-bye. Thank you, bye-bye.
Rescue the villagers.
Yeah, there's a lot of villagers over here, nice. Because on the subject of the game being easier, this is actually the first Golden Axe game that will give you additional lives as a reward for good game progress.
And that's because it's 93, you know. We're officially porting over our arcade games into the home market. And the home market really does benefit from having ways to have players not need to spend additional quarters.
Right. They want people to just want to pick up the game again and give it a try. And say, you know what, instead of going down, I'm going to go up this time. Oh, you guys are wearing red and gold. That means you're extra dangerous.
Yeah, wasn't gold the second highest level of baddie in Streets of Rage?
Red and gold were denotations of much badness and lots of health and power. Yeah. Oh, I tried doing a frame perfect strike, but he dodged it. Whoa!
Alright, and here we have the Garnet Knight. You can tell because he's slightly more purple than the Silver Knight. Or would you prefer him to be called the Amethyst Knight?
I am the Onyx Knight. Fear me in my black-colored armor.
I wouldn't call that Onyx, though. He's not black enough.
You mean it's pretty dark-colored?
He's dark, certainly, but not black, you know?
Strike me if you dare. My diamond-shaped shield will block. Damn it.
Alright, there's one hammer chick down.
Ow. Oh, you're doing the soldier shuffle now, aren't you? You're a little bit faster than your buddies. Bitcha.
Alright, now go for melee throw combos.
Oh, God. Don't you swing your sword at me while I'm in range. Yeah. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't.
Ooh!
Uh-oh.
We've got the doppelganger fight. Okay.
You look familiar. I'm going to treat...
Well, she should. She is the Saracen warrior woman's doppelganger.
So we have run into our first major boss of the game. It was at this moment Past Cloud realized, I respect you and your ability to counterattack, to dodge my attacks. For us to hit each other simultaneously, surely we are evenly matched. I am not going to use safe states against you. I am simply going to do my best. Take you out in one-on-one combat.
Yeah, but in order for you to actually do that, you're gonna have to get up close and do melee combos.
Huh. That was a nice little back and forth we had, did we not? Ah, but I caught you while you were still landing and you had not yet turned around in order to block me with your sword. You are a worthy adversary, but who are you?
I am Doppelganger, and I have a Saracen sword. A scimitar, if you will.
So there must be some reason why the game is not joining you with stupid mooks whom we've already seen 16 times now. I will absorb your blows, for I am simply too powerful to get a game over at this point. I have the power of save states and Jesus Christ in my pocket.
Well, you also have the power of tier 3 magic, but...
I do. And I could probably kill her at this stage with that magic. Which honestly would not be a bad move because, of course, we're at the end of the stage now, and once we clear the boss stage, then we get to refill our magic meter. Gotcha.
Wow, she actually survived the throw there.
She has a lot of health. Okay, now do I try grabbing or do I try lunging? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! A little too close for comfort there.
Man, 2 throws.
Oh, okay. All right. You like moving fast? I like moving fast, too. I also am hungry.
There we go. We have successfully bested the doppelganger.
Yep. And it was actually Sarah Burns? Thank you. Be careful. The enemies around here are very powerful. They're known to possess your friends.
Oh, it wasn't a doppelganger. She was possessed.
She was possessed. And, yep, we do have meat. Now, it doesn't refill all of your health, just a lot of it. And in the next part, we are going to be going on to the 5th level of the Golden Axe 3 playthrough after we follow our goofy little friends, Shorty, Stumpy, and Dummy. See you next time, everyone.
Be safe, everybody.
Peace.